Play action. Fields. And his first pass is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact hurt the ball free. That's fourth down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now you look at this Saints defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it?
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense. You can't score on them on defense. So, to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Fields. There's Chris Olave. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. Touchdown, Saints! Trey McBride, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Cousins. And that'll be checked down to Drake. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. You look at this Saints defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run. It's Drake. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
The Vikings at 5-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing. Cousins. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now 2nd and 3. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they've got it inside the 10 and the 8. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking taking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is going to go down, back at the 11-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now it's Fields. McBride on the slant. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
Throwing is Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Fields. And that is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Gone. Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. That is caught. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. A first down throw for Cousins. And his throw here is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Cousins to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Again, it's Cousins. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Anthony Schwartz, 79 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Drake. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First. Here we go.
Off the play fake, Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, flipper. Here we go. Bring the energy.
A give to Drake running left. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Keep it going. Take it to him. Don't let him rest.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Here we go.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Luongo now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 1st down, here's Cousins.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Cousins, and a throw here caught by Addison. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On first down, Drake. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Cousins now on 2nd down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. Drake is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
4th down, Cousins. This is caught, and now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, the pressure nearly got him in the end zone, but he's able to get rid of it just in time. Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, get the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins on 1st down. And this will be caught at the 30. Kenyon Drake, 63 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, You have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Buying time to his left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Off play action. Fields tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go, Saints.
First down.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Trey McBride.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Cousins.
Up the right sideline.
And all the way up to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
Finding Hockenson here on the out route.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. Touchdown, Vikings! T.J. Hockenson, 40 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Cousins will try and throw. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Kamara gets it again on second down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 31. Kamara up the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 75 yards rushing now for Kamara. It's a first down. To throw is Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
Touchdown, Saints.
Trey McBride.
His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year.
And the Saints add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now here's a throw that's complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be taken down at the 46.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On play action, Cousins. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Again, it's Cousins. And now here's another interception. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Vikings 39-yard line.
On the option right is Fields. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. He juked him, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because We've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.